It's in the game.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Grab near the marker. It's McCulley. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught near the sticks, it's Klein. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds his man. It's Cooper. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield, you got to finish the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the side.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Klein. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Escapes trouble. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the air, it's Underwood. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this?
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Quick step and go. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third-and-long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Bond. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Under fire. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Turning it on! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last big play, one that can really jump-start a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll try to put up the 3 ball. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Hard running there. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a cut, now he's loose. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try to get outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble with the long pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Now, this Hoosier defense had a complete 180. They went from 101st in points allowed to 6th in just 1 year's time, thanks to new scheme, new staff, new players. David, how rare is a turnaround like this?
It's extremely rare, but the system was good because the coach came with them, right? They brought a bunch of guys from JMU, and Kamara, having a guy that was top 5 in the Big Ten in sacks right away, that they played the run, they were physical, they played hard, they played beyond expectations. Looking forward to this season now.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Fakes to grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
It's picked off. 13th a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the tailback. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He unleashes a long way. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, they're faking it. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down.
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team when you get the exact look you want. But doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come up with the completion. Now the offense has set up a great field position.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the court
breaks into the open. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bond. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Moore. There he goes! Oh, there's the ball! And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This quarterback part of their running game. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a